I'd like to share with you today the most important thing that you need to know, whether you do your own lawn or you pay someone else to do it for you. This is the most important, the easiest, the simplest way to have a lawn that looks its very best all throughout the year. I'm not going to go into fertilizing the lawn. I'm not going to go into applying anything to it, killing weeds. This is the bare bones basics. And if you follow this one tip, that's it. One tip will give you an enormous result. Something that you're going to be able to see every single time you step out onto your lawn to go to your car or run off to work. Something that everyone in your neighborhood is going to notice from down the block. And it's way simpler than you actually think is possible. And it all has to do with the height of cut. Most lawn owners that don't care to learn everything under the sun about taking care of a lawn will allow their grass to grow up really tall, and then they take their mower, which is set to a low setting, and then they cut it way back. And they think to themselves, I'm cutting the lawn short. But the problem is you're letting the lawn grow extremely tall, and then you cut it really short. And then you let it grow tall and short and tall and short. This is not good for the grass. Every time you cut it short, you're cutting it way down close to the stem, which means every single time you mow the lawn, it has this brownish tan tinge to it. You're literally seeing the stems. You're seeing the above ground stolons. You're seeing the dirt if you're cutting it that low. So every single time you cut the lawn, it doesn't look good. It looks nice and tidy, but it doesn't look green, vibrant, or pleasant. Nobody wants to take their shoes and socks off and run around in it. Now, conversely, some people will allow their grass to grow extremely high to the point where it starts folding over on itself because it can't support its own weight. Now, some grass types, there's a handful out there, will do that naturally. That's how they want to grow. Fine fescues come to mind. Buffalo grass comes to mind. But all grass types, all turf grass types in lawns will do that if they get overgrown. You don't want them to get that overgrown. So what I'm suggesting here for you as a beginner to tending to your lawn, or to you as someone who is paying someone to come out every week and cut your lawn, stop telling them to cut the lawn extremely short. Many people on YouTube and on the internet do cut their lawns extremely short. And the only reason that they get away with it is because they take extreme care of the lawn. It is way harder to make a lawn look really good on a low cut. By far, the simpler way to have a good looking lawn is to keep the lawn cut very high. So if you let the lawn grow up to 4 to 5 inches, you only cut the tips off. Put that mower in the highest setting possible. Your mower might have a 3.5 inch setting on the highest setting. It might have 4. Some mowers out there go slightly higher than that. Whatever the highest setting is, put it on the highest setting, and no matter what happens, no matter how you water the lawn, no matter how you fertilize the lawn, it will look better throughout the year. And I could go really deep into why this is the case. I'll touch on it. If the grass is super duper tall, then you've got a ton of leaf material on the top. And if you're never cutting that leaf material off, it's able to photosynthesize very well. It's able to shade the soil. Evaporative loss from the dirt under your grass is going to be a lot slower. It's going to retain moisture better. And if you're mowing that grass one time every single week religiously, you don't have to take very much off. If a blade of grass puts on 1 inch of growth every week and you're cutting the grass at 4 inches tall, then that means every single week your grass is going to go from 4 inches to 5, and then you can cut it back to 4. You're only cutting 20% of the blade off every single time you mow, which is incredibly healthy for your lawn. Let me reiterate, a tall cut lawn will always look better than a short cut lawn, unless the lawn owner takes extreme measures and puts a ton of time and money into the care of that shortcut lawn. For those of you new to lawn care, for those of you new to lawns, for those of you who don't want to spend a lot of money on your lawn, I have plans meant for you. Right up here in this corner is my video about the bare minimum lawn plan. It's the bare minimum, but that doesn't mean it's bad. If you're a beginner to keeping a lawn looking its best, then this is a great place to start, and I suggest that you watch this video next.